my channel, Mildred's Making Something, where I am currently doing decorative planner layouts and will soon be adding some craft videos as well. This is the Plan With Me video for the week of May 27th to June 2nd, 2019. Currently, what you see on the screen is a review of the previous week, May 20th through May 26th, where I was doing a color challenge by Johanna for yellow, brown, and orange, and it was one of my Geek weeks, and I went with Frank Herbert's Dune as the inspiration. I added a lot of stuff in because I'm currently at Balticon, which is a science fiction fantasy convention in Baltimore, Maryland, and in fact it goes through Monday, so you'll see some things in the next week for this. Now on to this week. Johanna's challenge for the last week is rainbow colored, so I went with Lisa Frank because any child of the 80s remembers the bright, obnoxious colors, and the property is still around. So as usual, I'm going to start with laying down some washi. Now, I'm actually in the lobby of the hotel that the convention is in while I'm doing this. I figured a little bit of if anyone might be interested to ask questions as they see me doing something, I could arrange for that. But also, my fiance was still sleeping, so I couldn't exactly just use our hotel room, because letting sleeping men continue to do so is usually a good thing. And this washi, I believe, was a set that I got from Walmart, and the pattern is just, for the Make-A-Wish at the top, is just a little bit too large to go across just the days, so I extended out a little bit. Now I added my little rainbow heart, which I've been adding to as a signature for all my layouts. In fact, before I started filming this video, I went back and added the little hearts to a couple of other layouts that I had forgotten to stamp, I guess you could say. So I found this book of Lisa Frank stickers at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go through and pull a bunch of stickers and start the layout. After I go through this book, I end up grabbing stickers from a couple of other sources to help with layering and such. I hope I don't go too crazy, which, considering this is Lisa Frank, is kind of an interesting thing to say, because it is overall very, very over the top. And I'm just pulling a lot of the ones that I find the cutest and most represents me. Now here, I decide to try to take some of the borders of the sticker page to use as a side washi, and I had picked up some decorative edge scissors that I'm using. I end up only using the decorative edge ones because I wasn't even enough on the other side of this page without having my entire kit along. Since I'm at a hotel and traveling, I wanted to make sure that I condensed the gear for planner layouts as much as possible. And I do apologize for any higher level of background noise than usual. It's getting up into the 90s outside here in Baltimore, and there is no way under the hot blazing sun that I was going to turn the AC off. And also, I've noticed in my previous videos that the fan for the laptop is also coming through. I must say that the convention, it's Sunday for me right now, and the convention's been pretty busy. I've had at least 1 to 2 panels every day, I think, and then like going to see other people's workshops, panels, live shows, and such. This is an amazing convention for me, and I love it dearly. I think this is like 9 or 10 years that I've been coming to it now, and it it's kind of a coming home to, because I get to see people here that I love, and they're I only see them here or on Facebook posts and such, but in person, this is the only time I get to see them because they're all over the country. And once in a while, there will be someone who comes from, a friend of mine who comes from New Zealand, but she didn't make it this year. So here I'm starting to go into a couple of the other books that I've got, and I'm rearranging things so that I can add some layers in. And specifically, I'm going to be pulling a lot of things with gold tones in them so that it pops against the rainbow a bit better. It also means that I end up pulling up probably at least half of the stickers that I put down in some fashion or another. In part because this book doesn't have a lot in terms of like boxes or checklists or anything like that. I definitely had to pull from other sources to fill that need. And although this particular box I use in such a way as just to highlight the little rainbow girl, I usually haven't used the like individual person stickers, but this kind of almost like fairy looking girl just kind of spoke to me. So as the checkbox thing I'm using in this particular column doesn't quite match up with the, well, doesn't have lines and doesn't quite match up with the lines in the lower part of the column, I used a little stencil to create that checklist. Now, here's an apology for messing up. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode and accidentally stopped the video. So what you'll see next is after I've finished putting pretty much all the stickers that I'm going to put down. Oh, yeah, I decided to write a little sign using the back end of one of the books. I don't know what made me go, wait, I should double check what's going on. I think it's because since I started the pen portion, I wanted to make sure that I was still within the right space frame, and then, yeah. So today on Sunday, I've got 2 panels that I'm in. One is organizing casual versus competitive games, and the next one's Left Turn at Albuquerque, which is about dealing with player shenanigans. This convention, I'm doing mostly game-related panels. Things like how to get started in gaming, how to organize your stuff, and also other more contentious, potentially, topics like the tomorrow my one panel is oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to change that because I I wrote that down on Monday, and that's not the panels for Monday. My panel on Monday is GMing planning events instead of places and racism in fantasy gaming. Ugh. Oh well, that's what more stickers and whiteout is for. After the con, we are going to be first traveling to New Jersey, and outside of New York City in Palisades Center, there's a 24-hour Korean spa that my fiance and I go to either before or after this convention. This year it's after. Uh, and it's also part of my pre-wedding preparation because I'm going to get a body scrub and I'm going to actually not, well, try to not think about the wedding for a couple hours, despite the fact that at that point it'll be 20 days until the wedding. And then from there, I'm going to be going to visit friends and pick up a vehicle that I borrowed in New York State, and then I'll be continuing to home, and I'll actually be in one location, I think, until the wedding, which, considering my recent capacity for traveling all over the place, is going to be weird and amazing. I'm putting down some plans for